So great to see you. You look wonderful. I've been like scrolling through your Instagram and looking at like the fabulous summer that you have had with your family. How are the girls doing?
So good. We had the best summer ever, like such a fun time, so many fun memories made. And heading into fall, like I feel like I'm at the stage now where I understand where parents are like, fall gets crazy. Back to
Oh my God,
school,
right?
all the activities are starting, but we are just having so much fun. Like I am just so grateful for this fun stage of life that we're in and we're having the best time. So even though it's a bit
Yeah.
crazy, I love every second of it.
I know. I feel like we just went back to school this week for us, and I feel like I've lived a year in just the past 3 days.
Right? Like, it's crazy, the driving, the in the car, the making sure you have all the bags and the school things packed, like, it's just so many things. But then it's also really nice that they're kind of you're back in a routine, like, I feel like that is also really helpful for us
Yeah,
specifically, so it's craziness, but we love it.
definitely. What is making back to school easier for you?
Well, honestly, I feel like I just mentioned, like, I feel like
Mhm,
sticking to a routine is super helpful
mhm,
for our family. And one thing that
mhm,
I noticed, like, we had the most incredible summer, and I'm
mhm.
realizing so much why summer was so great for us mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things. I feel like
Yeah.
being outdoors was so
Mhm,
beneficial. We live here in Utah, there's so many options for outdoor play,
mhm.
and I just am really trying to keep that up. So within the busy, crazy schedule of carpooling, we're really trying to get outside, which is why I'm so happy about this partnership that I have with Juicy Juice 100% Juice because I'm taking the Juicy
Mhm,
Juice pledge to play outside, which is just really committing to prioritizing outdoor
mhm.
play, which for me, I feel like will be easy because, like I said, it just made life so much better when we were doing that. But I really want to encourage other parents. I've been trying to kind of express that on social media and
Mhm.
with my followers,
Yeah.
like the importance of getting outside with your kids. And so, if anybody else wants to take that pledge with me, all you have to do is visit juicyjuiceplayoutside.com to sign. And it's really cool because by taking the Juicy Juice pledge to play outside, parents will have a chance to win a brand new backyard play set plus a
Yeah.
year's worth of Juicy Juice 100% juice. So, I love that it's like a pledge that helps you get
Mhm.
outside and do fun things and make memories with your family, but then also giving back and getting a chance for a family to win something really awesome. So I'm super
I
excited.
love that so much. I think that's such a great partnership. And I feel like just outside play, not only does it like help your kids' minds, it also helps your mind too. As soon as you step outside, you're like, all right, I feel so much better. The tantrums will subside.
Yes.
It's amazing just what a few minutes outdoors can kind of reset your mindset.
No, it's literally so true. I start my morning
Mhm.
before my girls even wake up by just getting outside and taking like 2 minutes on the grass in the sun. And it literally can make or break my day. So
Yeah,
I am so with you on that. And I'm so just like grateful for the benefits of getting outside and having fun with my family. So hoping we can
definitely.
keep that up and keep that going this fall.
Definitely. And I know Sage is entering her last year of preschool. Is that right?
No, actually, she still has 2 more years.
2
I
more years.
totally
Okay, I read that wrong
jumped.
then.
I totally jumped the gun because I thought it was 1 year and literally, like, 2 weeks ago, realized she still got another year, so we're in it, but she loves it so much. It
Oh,
was
good.
so cool to see the difference of, like, her confidence and excitement from
Mhm,
year 1 to year 2 of preschool,
mhm,
and I'm so proud of her, like, she just loves everything she does, she's super confident on her own, it's sometimes a little sad, she's like, "Bye,
mhm.
mom," doesn't even look back, and I'm like, "Do you not miss me?" But it makes me so proud seeing her, like, come into her own and
Yeah.
feel confident in all the activities she has going on.
I I love that. It's so funny. My daughter is the same way. She's like, "Bye, mom." My son is like literally hanging on my leg
Oh,
as I leave. He's like, "Don't go," and I'm like, "Oh, it's so heartbreaking."
see, that's the thing. I'm like, it makes me sad, but then I'm also like, it would be even more sad for them to be sad when you leave. So it's like, either way, it's tough. But it's so funny how kids are so different. I'm curious to see how our second daughter, June, is. I feel like she's a
Yeah.
little more clingy attached. So she might be our cry child, which I
Yes.
might like that. My mama heart might need that a little bit. Like, okay, you can.
Yes. I know, I know. It's like I was leaving this morning. He's just like crying in the window. I was like, "Oh God." I'm like gonna scar him for life now.
No, that just
Um,
means you're doing a good job and he loves
yes.
you. So that's all that
Thank you.
matters.
Thank you. So what kind of things is Sage into right now? I saw that she just played her first soccer game, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
are doing so many things right now. So Sage just got preschool. She's in dance. She actually is on a dance company this year, which is so fun and kind of crazy for me. I'm like, whoa, it's starting. She's in gymnastics. And then, yes, she's been doing soccer, which I
Mhm,
had very low expectations for that because I was a terrible, like, sports were not my thing. Not that dance isn't a sport, but I was
mhm,
just not good. So I was like, we'll just see how it goes. But she's actually doing so good. It's so funny, though, because she definitely needs reinforcements in the snack area. So like literally when we go to our soccer games, I have to have multiple snacks. We're bringing fruit, veggies. We've got our Juicy Juice 100% juice. She'll literally come over and chug it and be like, "Okay, I'm ready to go." So she's very motivated and needs her energy, and I love that that's like kind of her thing. It's so funny. Me and my husband laugh so hard. She's had 3 games now and every single one is the same. Like she'll go really hard, then she runs over to the side like, "I need my snack," and then she'll get back out there. So we'll see how it goes. She's got lots of fun activities and it'll be fun to see like where she starts to kind of really shine and be more
Yeah.
drawn to.
Definitely. How would you describe yourself as like a dance mom? Are you encouraging her, kind of letting her figure it out on her own?
So I feel like, I mean, I'd like to say I'm pretty chill when it comes to Dance Mom. I feel like I've seen all of it. Like
Yeah.
coming from a lifetime of dance, watching and seeing
Hmm.
all the things, I feel like it's really just important for me that I support her in what she loves to do. And I've
Sure.
fully understood the fact that like she might not love dance. That might not be what she wants to do, and I'm
Hmm.
totally okay with that. I'm never going to push my girls into things that I want them to do if they don't feel
Yeah.
excited and passionate about it. But I do want to
Hmm.
help them find their passions. So whatever that is, I will support them 100%. I'll be a dance mom for literally anything that they love to do because I just want them to find what they're passionate about.
Definitely. I love that so much. How would you say that motherhood has changed you in the past few years?
Oh my gosh, I feel like it's changed everything. One, I feel like
Hmm.
it's changed so much like my priorities and where I
Yeah.
get kind of my fulfillment and gratification from. I feel like
Hmm.
before kids, it was kind of all over the place and I had a lot of things that I was doing, but once having kids, like I feel like it just really helped me focus in on one, like living in every single moment
Yeah.
because time flies. Like,
It does.
I swear once you have children, time goes double speed. So really
Hmm.
just trying to soak in every moment and enjoy every moment, even the tough phases and the tough times. And I feel like I've
Hmm.
gotten a lot better at being present, at like
Hmm.
being grateful for every little thing that we have, whether it's a challenge or something exciting, and just
Hmm.
being grateful that I get to have this experience. So I think it's just absolutely changed the way I see life, the way I look at my day. I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of changed everything in the best way
It's
possible.
yeah, definitely. Do you feel like family is complete at this point?
No, definitely not.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
not that we're, like, at that stage where we're like, "Let's have more right now," but we definitely know we want to have more kids. The
Yeah.
amount is TBD, that's for sure.
Okay.
I feel like we always said 4, but after having 2, we've kind of been like, "Maybe just 3?" So, I feel like we'll see, but we definitely are not done. We definitely wanna have at least 1 more, so we'll
Mhm.
see, but we're not quite ready yet for that. We're like, "Okay,
Not crazy.
just."
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I read somewhere that you thought maybe you could have been pre
Yes, but then I'm like, when you have those thoughts and there's literally absolutely no reason that like you should be, but you're just like you
Yes.
make it up in your head. That was that. So not trying, not in that stage yet, but definitely hoping to be at some point soon. We'll see how it goes. We're
Definitely.
kind of just
We'll
taking it a
see.
month at a time.
Are you a person that loves being pregnant? Or are you like
So
how did you feel about it?
I feel like I'm pretty middle. Like I'm
Okay.
definitely not someone who is throwing up my entire pregnancy or miserable and I feel so much for the people who
Mhm.
have that kind of pregnancy. My pregnancies are decently smooth. I don't
Sure.
love it, but I don't hate it. I feel like I loved my first because it was just new. Everything was new
Yes.
and exciting. The
Mhm.
second time around was a little bit tougher because it's just like if you're tired, you've got a toddler
Yes.
you've got to chase around.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I do like I love knowing what I'm creating. Like I definitely do. I'm still not like over that fact. Like I just feel like with both pregnancies, I just think it's so insane and cool what our bodies are doing. So
Right.
that still wows me beyond belief. And I feel like that definitely trumps any of the negatives for me.
Definitely. Being around Whitney's but I don't know how often you get to see Whitney because I know that she lives down in Florida now, but, like, being around her boys, does it make you wanna have a little boy, or would you be like, "I don't know what to do with this?"
It's so funny. Like, I would be so stoked to have a boy, but I'm not going to
Mhm.
lie, like, I would feel so, like, out of my comfort zone. One, because I grew up with all sisters. I never had
Mhm.
like, I don't know what a brother's like, and then we've
Yeah.
got 2 girls now, so I'm just like, I feel like it would be such a shift, but then again, like, I was convinced that I was only gonna have boys. Like, before having our girls,
Interesting.
I was like, "I'm just gonna be a boy mom." That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Mhm.
And I just feel like as soon as you have your child, it's like everything just makes sense and clicks into place.
Sure.
So we're happy with
Mhm.
no matter what we get. get, but I will tell you,
Mhm.
like, I do feel a little bit nervous of, like, how would I be as a boy mom? But I know I'd figure it out, but it is a weird feeling just because it's so foreign to me.
It's so
I do
foreign.
have
Yeah.
2 nephews now, and that's been super fun, and I feel like I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I could do this. I got this."
Like I got a little bit of practice just in case.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
love that so much. Do the girls ask for another sibling at all?
So, yes, well, June
Mhm.
doesn't know.
Right,
She's not
yeah.
really cooking yet, but Sage asks me all the time, "Mom, can you put another baby in your belly? Can you put another baby in your belly?" I'm like, "Yes, honey." I'm like, "In a little bit. Why not now?" I'm like, "Well, because I still need to figure out how to handle 2 of you, girl."
Yes,
But it's so
seriously.
funny. She definitely wants a little sibling, and I'm so excited because I feel like by the time we do have another, she'll be at that age where she'll fully be aware, and I feel like she'll be even more helpful and fun. She was so great with June, but she was only
Mhm.
about 2.5, so she was still pretty young. So I am excited for the when that comes around. I've asked her if she wants a brother or a sister, and she's 50-50. Every time she responds, she changes her answer. So that's good though. I'm like, then you won't be disappointed if it's one or the other.
Definitely. Well, you know that you'll have a little helper in her once,
I know.
the next one comes along.
I'm so excited.
I know obviously family is a huge priority right now, but I know a lot of fans were a little disappointed that you weren't joining this season of Dancing with the Stars. I mean, was it a tough decision for you, or is it kind of a no-brainer at this point in your life with the girls being so young?
To be honest, this time around, it kinda didn't feel like it was something that I seriously considered because I
Mhm.
just feel still very much the same that I have
Yeah.
the past 2 seasons stepping away,
Mhm.
and I feel like that's just how I'm gonna take it, like, I'm gonna consider it when I start getting that feeling again of like, "Oh, I think we could make it work," or I need to be out there."
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't this time around, it wasn't something where it was like a maybe, it was still very much
Mhm.
I'm very content with the stage of life that we're in. I love, love, love that I get to
Yeah,
watch my sister shine on the show.
I
Like
know.
knowing that this is just her time, her moment. It's so cool because it really does take me back to my early stages on Dancing with the Stars. And it's so crazy
Mhm.
to like think of the long journey that I had on the show and how it's so full circle that now I get to watch my baby sister doing it and still feel very much a part of the show in a way,
Yeah.
but then get to
Mhm.
be home with my girls where I feel like I need to be right now. But I mean, love the show. Would love
Mhm.
to come back at some point, but it still hasn't really felt quite right for me.
Yeah, well, and you'll know when it does because
Yeah,
you have to uproot your life for a few months, and
I
it's
know.
it's I'm sure it's a lot. It really is. Did you reach out to producers and let them know, being like, "Look, I don't even contact me. I'm sitting this one out."
No, not really. I think it's just an
Okay,
understanding of like
sure.
it was when we last talked, which crazy to think how that was such a long time ago now, but
Mhm.
it was kind of just like you always like you come to us and let us know if you feel like it's something that you want to do again. So there
Yeah.
wasn't really conversations had. I think it was still just the understanding of I hadn't reached out and expressed my interest again, so that's just kind of how it went.
Yeah. Which pros besides Whitney are you still closest with?
Oh my gosh, all of them. Well, first of all,
Yeah.
Riley, of course. I mean, we talk all the time, all day, pretty
Mhm,
much
of course.
all day. But literally, I that is probably one of my favorite things of the show is I
Yeah.
still stay in touch with every single one, specifically all the girls. Like they are my best
Yeah.
friends. It's so hard
Mhm.
because we don't get to see each other often, but it's cool because a lot of us are in the same stage of life. I mean, me, Whitney, Jenna, Peta, we all have
Right.
babies and kids now.
Mhm.
Sharna has a baby. Like
Yeah.
it's so cool how we can all connect on those levels. Love staying in touch with Emma and Britt. And I just feel like
Mhm.
we all will just always be family from all the time that we spent together. And then, of course, all the boys. I talk to Sasha probably the most. We FaceTime quite frequently.
I love
Brandon
that.
as well, because I don't know if people, I mean, people do know this, but Brandon and I grew up dancing together. So he's a
Yeah.
childhood friend that I've had for
Mhm.
so long. So it's so fun to still stay in touch with them. I'm excited that I'm going to be going to the shows and seeing everybody again because that was so fun last fall getting to like keep up with
Yeah.
everyone by going down to watch the show.
Definitely. Would you do like a little guest appearance maybe this season?
I'd love to. It was really
Yeah.
fun last season to come into rehearsals with Riley, get back in the studio
Right.
and kind of be there for a
Yeah.
bit. So I would love to. Like that's the kind of thing that would be perfect for me right now.
Sure.
So definitely have already like expressed like I'd love to be there if it ever makes sense or needs to happen or whatever. But I would love to do that. But if not, I will be
Definitely.
backstage with Sage cheering everybody on. So that's
I
my
did
plan.
speak Yeah, totally. I did speak to Riley at, the Dancing with the Stars press, line yesterday, and she did say that she did try kinda hard to get you to come back this season. Is that true?
No, I know. She's like, please, it'd be so fun. And honestly, it would be because one of my favorite memories of Dancing with the Stars was when we did Dancing with the Stars juniors, and Riley
Yeah.
was actually my, like, little pro dancer, and that was such a fun time. So,
Mhm.
100% would love to do that, but genuinely, like, I feel like I'm in it with Riley because I'm like, "'Kay,
Right.
send me every video, call me after rehearsal, tell me everything." Like, I feel like I'm so in it. It's funny because I feel like I even get a little bit more, like, stressed and, like, worried and into it than I ever did for myself because it's like I just it's my little baby sister, and
Sure.
she's given me a really good glimpse into, like, how I'm gonna be with my own children. Like, if I'm like this with my
Yes.
sister, I can't even imagine how I'll be this age in June. It's gonna be
That's so true. Was there like one piece because she had a great first season, she really did. What was the kind of that one piece of advice that you gave her, or even the advice that you're giving her going into her second season of the show?
I think the biggest thing I wanted her to do is just remember to be herself. Like,
Yeah.
be you. People are going to fall in love with you. And people love to watch people who are genuinely themselves at all times. And Riley is just
Mhm.
the best human ever. So I just was always like, just remember to stay true to who you are, be yourself. People are going to love you. And
Mhm.
the other thing is just to remember that all you can do is your best, especially
Yeah.
on Dancing with the Stars. Like, there's only so much you can do when it comes to partners that you get or dance styles that
Yeah.
you have or what people online are going to say about you. All you can
Mhm.
do is show up every single day, do your absolute best, and then you should feel proud of that because I know how stressful it can be being a pro. And so I just wanted to make sure that she understood it's like, do your best. That's all you can do. Be yourself,
Mhm.
and people are going to love you.
Totally. Was it tough for her last season? Because obviously she and Harry had such a great friendship, a great partnership, but a lot of people speculated that they were more than friends. Was that difficult for her to deal with the online chatter as it was her first season, too?
Honestly, what was so cool about Riley and what I think people don't even understand, I feel like people don't know that she was 18 years old on her first season. Like, she
Yeah.
is so mature for her age. She is
Mhm.
so graceful. Like, she handles everything with such grace, such poise,
Yeah.
such maturity. It's absolutely insane. I was
Yeah.
not there my first season. Oh my goodness. I could not have handled it. But she's so good at just blocking out the noise and focusing
Mhm.
on what's most important. And I think she also remembers that, like, the only thing that matters is the people around you who love you and your family. So
Mhm.
she did such a good job of handling
She did.
all of the online attention that she got last season. And I think it's so cool for her because it's going to be there and it's such a big part of, like, the entertainment industry now. And I just
Mhm.
think she's done such an amazing job handling everything that's come her way.
She definitely did. Did you tell her though, like maybe don't mix the business with the pleasure?
Well, I just told her just to remember, like I said, like, do your best, show up every day, do
Mhm.
what you can, and everything else is just noise, and just try to block it out and just remember what's most important. And she's
Totally.
just done such an amazing job at that.
She really has. I'm so excited for her and Steven. I think this is going to be so cool, like such a great partnership. You could tell that they already have some great vibes, some great chemistry. What was your reaction when you found out that she was partnered with Steven?
Well, I was already, like, really, really rooting for Steven to be on the show. Like,
Mhm.
as soon as
Yeah.
I saw him in the Olympics, I'm like, he's got to be on the show. And then, of course, I'm
Yeah.
like, I want him with Riley. But first,
Hmm.
I was just like, he needs to be on the show. He'd be so entertaining. So finding out that Riley is his partner, we were all so stoked. Our family was freaking out. I was so happy. I'm just so excited for her. Already, they're having so much fun together. I think they have just such a fun friendship and energy about them that I think people are going to really, really love to see. So I'm so excited for her.
I am too. And it was funny. I was talking to Alfonso, and he was like, "I feel like this season that we don't really see like a true front runner. Like usually when you see like the list of names, you're like, okay, maybe this person will be it, maybe this person. But I feel
Yeah.
like there's such a great wide range of athletes, of actresses that have some dance background. So I feel like it's definitely some stiff competition this season.
No, I totally agree. I don't feel
Mhm.
like you said, there's not someone there I'm like, "Oh, they're definitely gonna be good." But
Yeah.
then there are
Hmm.
going to be someone who are good, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Hmm.
really cool to see that first episode because I feel like that's where things will start to kinda show. But then also, because we don't really have any that are, like, immediate standouts as far as
Sure.
dance ability goes,
Hmm.
it's gonna be cool to watch people get better. That's my
Yeah.
favorite thing about the show is when someone comes on and maybe they start out decent, okay, fine, and they get better every single week. And I'm
Mhm.
excited because I feel like we're gonna get a lot of that this season. So I'm excited.
Definitely. If you were on the season, who would be your dream partner?
Ooh, oh my gosh. Well, I mean, truthfully, like, I feel like everyone's gonna think I'm just biased, but I think Steven is like
Mhm.
he's such a good such a good male celeb. I think he's just
Yeah.
gonna be so awesome. But another person I'm super excited about is actually Dwight Howard. I watched him on Special Forces, which is one of my favorite shows. I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
saw him on that,
Yes.
and he just had a really fun energy about him. I think he would be a fun partner to have. So, and I've had a lot of athletes. I've had a lot of tall
Yes.
athletes, so I feel
Right.
like that would be something that would be very much up my alley.
I was funny, I was talking to him and Danny yesterday, and she, like, literally comes up to his waist. So do you feel like
Literally.
she's gonna have a really I mean, she won with Iman, with
Yeah.
a basketball player, but do you feel like she's gonna have a challenge this season and have to get, like, super creative?
The thing about Danny is she can literally handle anything. She's such an
Right.
amazing teacher, such a good pro. So no, I don't think she's gonna I mean, height difference is such a challenge, but if anyone can
Mhm.
handle it, it's Danny. So I'm excited to
Yeah.
see what they can do together.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a new dance pro this season too with Ezra. I don't know if you got a chance to work with him at all, but he seems like a ball of energy. So much
Oh,
fun.
Ezra's the best. I've actually known Ezra
Mhm.
since he was, like, 6 years old because he
Okay.
grew up dancing with not Riley, but another one of my sisters. So I've
Okay.
known him for years, and literally, this is, like, such an amazing thing for him. He is so
Mhm.
deserving. He's been in the Dancing with the Stars family for years now
Yeah.
and has done so much behind the scenes, and I'm excited for him to get his shot to, like, shine and show what he has to offer. So I'm really, really happy for him.
Yeah, he seems great. So, I mean, predictions, Lindsay, who do you think is taking home that Mirrorball trophy this season?
I mean, Riley and Steven, I'm gonna say it. They are my team all the way. I am rooting for them every step of the way. So, yep, we're gonna go get that mirror ball. That's my prediction right there.
Definitely. Well, Lindsay, it is always a pleasure catching up with you. Thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. It's always wonderful speaking with you. All
Thank you so much. Good to chat with you too.
right.